Sterling. And literally, what is going on out there?
And I'm Diane Albright, giving the ingrates a much-needed reality check.
Ashley Thorne here, and I'm just waiting for the world to get a helmet.
You're listening to Walter Blackwood, and it's no joke, man. It's bloody complicated.
All right, everyone, settle in. We have a packed episode today because, frankly, the ruling class is having a very busy Friday. Yesterday, we were talking about Clarence Thomas standing his ground against the Harvard elites and the absolute chaos of Iran's straight authority. Well, today, it looks like the velvet glove is coming out. But is it enough to stop the bleeding?
Oh, please. It's never enough for these people, Will. But I'll tell you who's actually getting things done. Our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. Honey, no one works a room like this man. He's over in Rome right now playing the diplomatic fixer while the rest of the world is on fire.
It's a fascinating manifestation of the hierarchy, Diane. Rubio is navigating what people are calling the Rubio Doctrine. It's this strange synthesis of transactional realism and traditional decorum. He met with Pope Leo XIV, our first American pontiff, for 45 minutes.
Wait. Didn't Trump just blast the Pope like 2 days ago for wanting to talk to Iran? And now Rubio is handing him an olive wood pen? What is going on here? Is he undermining the president?
Not at all. Let's be real, Will. It's the classic good cop, bad cop routine. Trump brings the hammer on Truth Social, and then Rubio slides in to make sure the furniture isn't completely broken.
Exactly! Rubio is the velvet glove. While Trump is threatening to pull 13,000 troops out of Italy, which, let's be honest, would make Giorgia Meloni's head spin, Rubio is sitting down with her today to say, look, we're still friends, but the bill is due.
Roughly speaking, he's attempting to repair the civic soul of our alliances while maintaining the strength of the individual state. He's pivoting the Vatican's focus toward Cuba and religious freedom in Africa. It's a way of reclaiming the moral high ground without sacrificing the necessary aggression required in the Persian Gulf.
But do the elites even want a moral high ground? I mean, really? We see what's happening in our own cities. They don't want morality. They want control. Which brings me to the absolute insanity in Los Angeles. Have you guys seen the polling after the mayoral debate?
Oh, you mean the Spencer Pratt surge? Excuse me, but 89% of the viewer vote? That is a cultural landslide.
Spencer Pratt, the reality TV guy. He's running because his house burned down in the Palisades fire, and he just went on stage and called Mayor Karen Bass an incredible liar to her face. Think about it. A guy known for being a villain on MTV is now the voice of common sense in California?
I love it. I literally love it. Give me a break. Karen Bass is trying to defend environmental justice spending while the city is literally on fire and there's no water in the hydrants. Spencer is just saying what every mom in the suburbs is thinking. Why am I paying taxes if the fire department doesn't have water?
It's the collapse of the functional hierarchy, Will. When the people at the top of the pyramid are more concerned with ideological purity than with the basic infrastructure of survival, water, safety, fire suppression, the individuals at the bottom will inevitably reach for anyone who acknowledges the reality of their struggle.
It's not just L.A., Walter. The Trump administration just released a fact sheet on woke program cuts. They're finding hundreds of millions of dollars in environmental justice waste. That's money that could be going to, I don't know, actually catching the arsonists who are burning down California.
They hate you. They'd rather watch your house burn than admit their climate equity fund is a slush fund for their friends. It's a joke.
Speaking of things that aren't a joke, let's look at the border. Because while the left-wing media is obsessing over Spencer Pratt's crystals, ICE has been busy with Operation Take Back America.
Finally! Give me the details, Ashley. I want the names.
Okay, let's be real about who was living next door to you until yesterday. ICE just picked up N2 Hong in Texas, a convicted murderer. They got Luis Alonso Serrano Sarmiento in Massachusetts, an 18th Street gang member. And get this, Isaac Aquino Zarate, also in Texas, convicted of 5 counts of aggravated sexual assault of a child.
5 counts? And he was just out?
Just out. And then you have Lorenzo Tsequin Tambriz in California arrested for lewd acts with a child. These aren't dreamers, Diane. These are nightmares. And the Department of Health and Human Services just admitted they've lost tens of thousands of migrant children because they placed them with unvetted sponsors.
It's the devouring mother archetype, man. The state claims it's protecting these children by bringing them in, but then it tosses them into the void of the victimhood industrial complex. It's a betrayal of the most fundamental human responsibility. We are literally losing children to predators because of administrative cowardice.
But remember, Diane, if you want a border, you're the bad guy. Honestly, the reality check is hitting hard. Look at Illinois. They refused to honor an ICE detainer for a known child sex abuser, Eric Giovanni Quiroa. They released him. ICE had to hunt him down because the state of Illinois apparently thinks child abusers deserve sanctuary? Honey, no.
Why are they doing this? It's almost like they want the chaos. It's the same thing we're seeing with these corporate institutions. I mean, look at Disney, the most magical place on Earth. More like the most criminal crew on Earth lately.
Operation Tidal Wave. That's the federal sting at the port of San Diego. 28 cruise ship crew members arrested for distributing child exploitation material. And 10 of them were Disney employees. 10!
Think about it. People are on their family vacation, and the guy serving them dinner is part of a federal child exploitation ring? Disney put out a statement saying they have a zero-tolerance policy, but where was the vetting? They're too busy making sure their movies have enough equity to check if their staff are monsters.
Here's the reality. Disney is so focused on the culture war that they've forgotten how to run a safe company. If you spend all your HR time on sensitivity training, you're gonna miss the actual criminals in the break room. Get a helmet, Disney. The feds are coming for you.
It's a symptom of a deeper rot, Ashley. When an institution loses its primary goal, which for Disney should be providing innocent joy for families, and replaces it with this postmodern ideological mission, the boundaries that keep out the chaos dragon dissolve. It's bloody complicated, but also bloody obvious.
Hey, before we move on to the love taps in the Middle East, I want to take a second for a hard reality. Real independence isn't free. This entire network, from this show to our flagship, The Neural Daily, exists because one man, Eric Christensen, decided to build it himself. He didn't ask for a government grant. He invested his own capital and technical expertise to architect a media platform that respects your intelligence. If you value that kind of meritocratic building, back it up. And don't limit yourself to just the politics. Get the full strategic picture by subscribing to the Neural Daily and the rest of the network. Support the builder, and you support the mission. All right, let's talk about the war that isn't a war, but kinda is a war. The love taps.
Oh, it's a precarious ceasefire, Will. The Strait of Hormuz is becoming a psychological theater. Yesterday, 3 of our destroyers, the USS Truxtun, the Peralta, and the Mason, were targeted by Iranian drones and missiles.
And Trump's response is to call our retaliatory strikes love taps? I mean, literally. We incinerated their naval facilities, and he's talking like it's a friendly nudge in the ribs?
It's tactical brilliance, Will. By calling it a love tap, he's telling Iran that this wasn't even 5% of what he's capable of. He's mocking them. He's on Truth Social calling them lunatics, while Jared Kushner is apparently in the back room with a one-page memorandum to end the whole thing.
I love the one-page deal. No 3,000-page treaties that no one reads. Just stop the uranium, open the strait, or the next tap won't be so loving.
But the media, you see, the legacy outlets, they're terrified. The Atlantic is out here running stories about Kash Patel's drinking habits, while the world is on the brink of nuclear escalation.
Oh, the Kash Patel whiskey bottle story? Did you see this? The FBI is actually defending him now because he had custom whiskey bottles or something, and the media is acting like it's a national security crisis?
It's the war of rhetoric. The White House has this new media bias tracker now. They're putting these New York Times and Atlantic stories in a hall of shame.
Literally, a digital hall of shame.
It's about time. If the media is going to act like an opposition party, the administration should treat them like one. They're tracking the fake news in real time. It's beautiful.
And they hate it. They hate that they don't have the monopoly on the narrative anymore. They're losing trust. Gallup says it's down to 28%. I'm surprised it's that high, honestly. Honey, people are tired of being lied to about everything, from the border to what's in Kash Patel's glass.
We have to talk about the weight of justice, though. It isn't all love taps and political theater. In Fort Worth, Texas this week, a jury sentenced Tanner Lynn Horner to death.
The FedEx driver.
Yes. He killed a 7-year-old girl named Athena Strand. She was waiting for a Christmas present. A box of You Can Be Anything Barbies. He hit her with his van, panicked, and he strangled her.
I heard the audio from the van. She asked him if he was a kidnapper.
She told him, "My mom says I can't do that to somebody. And you can't do that to me either. It is the ultimate tragedy of the individual, the betrayal of the protector role." The jury took less than 3 hours to give him the death penalty. It's a dark restoration of the moral hierarchy, but it doesn't bring Athena back.
Her uncle, Elijah Strand, said it best. He told Horner, "You are a footnote in Athena's story. Everyone will forget you." That's the ultimate punishment for a narcissist. Erasure.
It's a reminder of why we fight for real America. Because there are monsters out there, and the system has to be strong enough to put them down. But there's a flicker of light, too. Caroline Levitt just had her baby.
Oh, yeah, little Viviana, born May 1st.
The first White House press secretary to give birth while in office. It's a beautiful moment. Caroline is only 28. She's doing the hardest job in the world, and she's building a family. That's what we're defending, people. The blissful newborn bubble in the middle of a global storm.
All right, we have to close on this because it is the single most what is going on here story of the year. We're heading across the pond to the UK, where common sense has apparently gone to die in a grocery store aisle.
Oh, I know where this is going. Poor Gary MacArthur.
Gary MacArthur, a 15-year veteran at a Sainsbury's. This guy stays an hour late on his own time to help his female coworkers because the only security guard in the store had a stroke. He's literally giving the guard CPR.
Wait, he's giving the guard CPR? And then what happens?
An Agra shoplifter who's a known champagne thief comes in and starts smashing Bollinger bottles. Gary and a customer restrain the guy until the police arrive, and what does Sainsbury's do? They fire Gary!
They fired him for gross misconduct because he breached their deter and not detain policy? Give me a break. He was supposed to be a visual deterrent while the guy was smashing bottles and threatening people?
Life is hard. Get a helmet. Apparently in the UK, the helmet is just letting people rob you so you don't offend the corporate policy manual. It's the same thing that happened to that Waitrose employee who stopped a guy from stealing Easter eggs.
It's the pathologization of virtue, Ashley. Gary was being public-spirited. He was acting as a man of character in a moment of chaos. And the institution, this bureaucratic, faceless entity, punished him for it because he didn't follow the script of being a passive victim. It's a bloody disgrace.
They hate you. If you defend yourself, you're the criminal. If you protect your coworkers, you're the problem. The ruling class wants you to be a visual deterrent to your own destruction. It is total common sense collapse.
Not on our watch, Will. Not on our watch.
Whether it's Marco Rubio playing the diplomat or a grocery store clerk in London, the message is clear. The elites are trying to manage your reality, but they can't manage the truth. They hate you for noticing the gap.
Let's be real. The system is failing, so you'd better start building your own. Get a helmet.
Clean your room. Tell the truth. And for heaven's sakes, don't let the chaos dragons win. It's no joke, man.
Go hug your kids, pray for the country, and remember, common sense is only radical to people who have lost their minds. I'm Diane Albright, and that's your reality check.
I'm Will Sterling. They hate you.